So you're friends with a Pokemon Go trainer and the holidays are coming up. Or you are a Pokemon Go trainer and you want to get yourself a gift. Well, today we're going to be going through, in my opinion, the best gifts to get Pokemon Go players if you're struggling to find gifts for any of your friends, family, whatever, who play Pokemon Go. Let me just tell you, I've played this game for the past 4 years consistently. There's a couple things that I would very much enjoy getting gifted if I didn't already have. Anyway, let's get right into it. This video is broken up into 3 budgets: small budget, medium budget, and big budget, depending on what level of price you want to spend on this person. Depends how much you like them. But anyway, let's hop right into it with the first item in the small budget, which is actually a new thing you can buy now at Walmart's, only in America, are going to be Pokecoin cards. Look, if I woke up on Christmas morning and the only thing under the tree was a bunch of Pokecoin cards, I would be over the moon. That'd be the best Christmas ever. Now, unfortunately, these are only available in America, but if you're looking for a quick gift for a Pokemon Go player, buy them some Pokecoins. Literally the best thing and the most specific geared gift towards Pokemon Go you can get. If you live outside of America, of course, you can just go with the old Apple or Android gift card, get them some of those, which they can then use on Pokecoins, or if they want to end up cheating on Pokemon Go and using it on another game like Clash of Clans, then they can use that as well. So just any sort of money that can go into the game, it's always great. Upgrade their storage item bag, thumbs up from whoever's getting it. I'd be happy. Next up, let's talk about players in the Northern Hemisphere. In those cold times in the winter, there's something that I think is a game changer that people don't talk about, and that's rechargeable hand warmers. Look, this thing right here might look like just a... Anyway, pretty much there's a button on these things. You can go ahead and turn it on and they get hot. And this is amazing for Pokemon Go players during the winter. I love this thing, especially living out here in Canada. When it's snowing, it's, minus 10 Celsius. You can keep your hand warm while catching those little creatures. This has been a game changer, and anyone who I recommend this to, I've seen plenty of local players as well start to adopt this. They always say it's like the best thing they've ever had, because the worst thing to do is go outside and play Pokemon Go and have your hands turn cold. I don't really know what the brand of this one is, but I will link below all these products, by the way. You can check them out. This one though this was given to me by my sister, so I'm not sure, but you can find these on Amazon, super cheap, super easy to get, and they all pretty much do the same thing. However, if that's not really your style for the winter, a pen or a phone pen can be another great gift. I've personally never used this in Pokemon Go in the winter, but people recommend, you can put on your 2 mittens and then you can get one of those styluses and you can play Pokemon Go in that method. My problem with this method is, of course, you cannot do the quick catch technique because you only have access to 1 finger. This can be another great gift for any Pokemon Go players who might have a long winter ahead of them and they still want to play the game outside. Again, you can find those pens super cheap online on Amazon or whatever. I'll link some below, and it can be great for any of those players in those colder countries. Now you see this right here? This is a wire. Is it a special wire? No, it's a regular wire, but it can make a great gift for a Pokemon Go player. You can never have too many wires to recharge your phone, to plug into your battery pack. As Pokemon Go players, these things go missing so often. You're looking for a wire on commute day. Having more is always better. So getting a gift as simple as a USB-C or, lightning cable wire for that player, just to make sure they have enough for when the next grind comes, can be a great gift. Super cheap, super quick. You just put that in the stocking stuffer. Bob's your uncle. Unless you don't have an uncle named Bob. Finally, the last gift you can of course get in the low budget section is a phone case. These things are super cheap, and I think there's a lot of creativity you can get with a phone case gift. Obviously, you're gonna need to know the person you're getting the gift for, what phone do they have and all that stuff, but you can go on things like Etsy, where I think you can find some really, really cute, unique designs of different phone cases for that player. I think the Pokemon Center also sells phone cases as well, so you can check those out as well. And there's a lot of cool Pokemon themed phone cases you get. You can get them a simple one. If you're looking for something to really protect them while they're playing Pokemon Go, OtterBox is a great brand, which creates these phone cases that are honestly indestructible. It really depends what method you want to take it, but phone cases, so much creativity. For example, if they're on Team Mystic, you can get them a Team Mystic phone case. Again, just remember, figure out what phone they have, but a phone case would be a great, easy gift. Okay, let's move on to the medium budget range. And the first thing I'm gonna say in the medium budget range, which is probably overall the best gift behind Pokecoins to get a player, an auto catcher. If you don't know an auto catcher, these are devices that can connect into your Pokemon Go account in-game, and they'll automatically spin Pokestops for you and throw Pokeballs for you. They don't theoretically auto catch every single Pokemon, they're just throwing one Pokeball. If you catch it, you catch it. If you don't, that Pokemon runs forever. It has a 50% catch rate, but the best part is spinning Pokestops for you. It makes a Pokemon Go player's life so much easier and is one of the best things people can invest in if they're trying to up their Pokemon Go game. We obviously have things like the Pokemon Go Plus, and there are other auto catchers on the market. In terms of the ones officially endorsed by Niantic, we also have the Pokeball Go Plus, and we have the Pokemon Go Plus. This is the Pokemon Go Plus Plus. This is the original Pokemon Go Plus. If there's one auto catcher I recommend you getting right now, it's probably gonna be this one, the Pokemon Go Plus Plus. It's the most advanced, new generation auto catcher. It can do all the things that all the other auto catchers can do, but it can also throw Ultra Balls and Great Balls. Technically manually, you have to press the button, but no other auto catcher on the market can do that. This thing, plenty of stock as well. If you do look for these auto catchers or other ones, it might be a little bit harder to find them, but I will link below a video about auto catchers if you wanna check that out and learn more about all these devices. Also, something cool I found on Etsy, if you do have the Pokeball Plus, this little thing right here, this little cover over it is actually a device that can go ahead and clip down and it'll turn this into a fully automatic. So if you do know someone with the Pokeball Plus, you can buy this little 3D printed accessory on Etsy and give them access to a fully auto catcher. But again, you have to know what auto catcher they have. If they don't have one, definitely get them a Pokemon Go Plus Plus. Back into the theme of winter though, let's talk about gloves. Touchscreen gloves, a game changer for Pokemon Go players in the Northern Hemisphere or colder countries. I go with the North Face E-Tips. These are the gloves I've been using for the longest time. They're from North Face and their E-Tip technology, in my opinion, is some of the best fingertip technology there is. Now, of course, you could just go on Amazon and simply search touchscreen gloves or different gloves like that, and they all pretty much do the same thing. This is the ones I use. Again, any single one is going to be great as a gift. So if you do have a player who are in the colder countries and going into the winter, I recommend you get them this hand warmer and some touchscreen gloves. They're gonna be set for the winter. The best strategy, in my opinion, is to put a mitten on your left hand, the hand that's holding your phone, and then the right hand, use a touchscreen glove and hold on to that hand warmer. So if you do end up getting somebody, some gifts on how to stay warm, let them know that strategy, because it's honestly like I've been able to play in like minus 15 degrees in that. It's not that enjoyable because it's so cold, but it is still possible. You just need the right equipment, and that's the equipment I recommend you gift. Moving on though from that, let's talk merch. I'm sure if you have, little Timmy, little Jimmy, you have a son, let's say you're watching this video, you have a friend, and all you hear all the time is, ooh. Well, most likely they're watching Brandon Ton, or maybe you hear, what's up guys, Mystic 7 back. Maybe that's not how he makes his videos. Nonetheless, they have favorite YouTubers. So getting, somebody some merch from their favorite YouTuber can be a great gift. Unfortunately, if they watch me though, I don't have merch, so coming soon though. Stay tuned. Nonetheless, Brandon Ton, Zoe 2 Dots, Trainer Tips, Trainer Club, Mystic 7, whatever your friend or, person you're buying a gift for, whoever they watch, get them some merch. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. It's just a great way for them to show support to some of their favorite creators while also rocking some cool swag. I'll try to link below the websites for all the YouTubers merch that I could come up with. So go ahead and check it down there if you already know the person you're buying a gift for, who they watch. On top of that, Pokemon Go has merch itself. If you go on the Pokemon Center, there's a bunch of different Pokemon Go themed things you can buy. Team Instinct backpacks, Team Rocket pants, and different things like that. It can be really cool to go ahead and scroll on there and find so many cool Pokemon themed, plushies. If you know what the favorite Pokemon of this person you're buying a gift for, you can get them a plushie of their favorite Pokemon. I bought this Sableye plushie at GoFest in New York City, but if someone gifted me this to me, I would be ecstatic. So yeah, take a look at the Pokemon Center. It is a gold mine for Pokemon players. Whatever game they play, if they're into Pokemon, the Pokemon Center has a lot to offer them in terms of gifts. And finally, I was debating putting this in the small budget, but I'm gonna move it up to the medium budget because I think it's worth spending a bit more money. A battery pack. Now, I swear by the Anchor battery packs. I think they are game changers. I think they're the best on the market, but of course, there's a lot of other great brands. Personally, I haven't used them, so I can't tell you what the best brand is, but you can do some simple research on what the best battery packs are for Pokemon Go. I always recommend the bigger the better. You never know how long you're gonna be out there, and it's better to have more charge than less, but these bigger ones, they do get heavy, so it is kind of, a little trade-off you have to make. Nonetheless, if the person you're buying a gift for doesn't have a battery pack, first of all, they're probably not a Pokemon Go trainer, or they're very new, because this is like essential, but never hurts to have more than one, especially if one runs out of charge, having that backup. So a battery pack can be a great gift. I run the Anchor, but again, any brand that you can find online that has good reviews is a great gift. That moves us though into the big budget, which I actually only have 2 gifts here. That really depends how much you like this person, how much money you're gonna be spending, but you never know. If you really love this person, it's a significant other or something like that, getting them a new phone for Pokemon Go can be one of the greatest gifts. I've played Pokemon Go on bad phones. I've played them on terrible iPhones, terrible Android phones, and let me just tell you, the experience is terrible. Pokemon Go is one of those games that you want to play on a good phone for, and you want to have a high quality processor to run the game, or else the experience kind of falls short and you'll get a lot of crashes and things like that. So upgrading that person's phone can be like one of the most amazing gifts ever. Obviously, it's going to cost a lot of money, but in terms of some phones that I recommend, honestly, any of the past like 2-3 years of top Apple and Android phones are going to be good. They all really run the same processors, so their performance is going to be pretty similar. I personally run the S24 Plus, which is the newest in the Samsung Galaxy lineup, but iPhones work well. It depends on what universe they're in as well. Are they iPhone people? Are they Apple people? Are they Android people? Google Pixel phones are good. All the phones are good. I think it's just about having the most up-to-date processor, because as Pokemon Go gets updates, you know, there's just a lot more to process on the game. Also, Pokemon Go discontinues support for older phones. I know my mom, I forget what phone she was on, maybe it was like an iPhone like 7 or 6, and they stopped supporting that phone completely for Pokemon Go. So especially if your friend has a really, really old phone, just upgrading them a couple generations of iPhone from like the 7 to the 10 can be a game changer, or even just like paying for the difference for that upgrade. If you're willing to spend a little bit less money though, let's talk about walking shoes. Any Pokemon Go trainer has to walk a lot, and it's just part of the game is getting out there, hatching eggs, all that stuff. So buying somebody a good pair of walking or hiking shoes is an amazing gift that people don't think about. Now, there are 3 brands that I live by. Number 1, Brooks. Brooks, they do running shoes, but obviously running shoes, walking shoes, they kind of are a little bit similar, and you can get walking shoes from them as well. I wore these Brooks. These were actually my first ever walking shoes I got for Pokemon Go. I kind of wore them out a bit. I also used them running a lot, but they were great for me. However, I will say the Brooks, a little bit more of a stiff shoe. If you like something a little bit more cushiony, which I realized I did like, it's then time to upgrade. Maybe Brooks probably does have some more cushiony shoes, but I found they were less. I moved on to the Hoka shoes. Hokas are another great brand of running / walking shoes you can go ahead and get, and I found them a lot more cushiony. I actually ran a bunch of half marathons in these, and I did some of my biggest grind in these Hokas, like my 24-hour challenges or living a day like Fleece King, all done in these Hokas without a little bit of pain. The newest shoes I have are Saucony shoes. This is another brand that is great. These I use more for running. I actually ran my marathon in these, but I have used these playing Pokemon Go as well, and they have been very good. They have a very, very thick sole, as you can see. You know, obviously there's different, you know, shoe models and stuff, but these ones do, and they are very, very comfortable, very, very squishy and soft, I find. Overall, even just getting your friend or whoever you're buying a gift for a coupon saying, hey, let's go to the store, let me get you some new shoes to play Pokemon Go in, an amazing gift. Because the things people don't think about is how much you walk playing Pokemon Go, and having the right pair of shoes is a game changer in that. Make sure you don't have any long-lasting injuries or just injure yourself while walking all day. I've seen people walk 40, 50 kilometers in a day, and doing those in Converse or Vans or whatever you might be wearing, you're gonna hurt yourself. I've done it myself. So make sure you have good walking shoes if you're watching this as a Pokemon Go player. If you're watching this gifting something, maybe consider buying your friend some walking shoes before he completely breaks his back. Finally, I was sent this website after I finished recording this video. Trainergear.com has a lot of cool gifts for Pokemon Go players. Specifically, they have a trainer bomber, which has a bunch of cool patches relating to Pokemon Go. Really, really cool jacket you can go ahead and buy for anyone you might know who's really into Pokemon Go and wants to level up their style. And that is it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, watch the one below. You'll enjoy that as well. Hopefully, this can give you a little bit more guidance on what to get as gifts. And let me know in the comments below what other gift ideas you have for any Pokemon Go trainers. We'll catch you on the next one. Follow for tips. Peace.